It is 6:05. This is Brian McNeil, and this is Underplayed and Underpaid, a show where we usually showcase local artists, local talent, people breezing through that are, quick enough to get a hold of me, and then I'll do an interview. So I'll start off with saying that if you are part of a band, or if you know singer-songwriters who are at the point of gigging and that are they're ready to get their names out there and such, please contact me at bryancfru@gmail.com. Sorry, that's bryancfru@gmail.com. And I'll come out and do an interview, or Braden will come out and do an interview. It's usually myself, Brian McNeil, and Braden Johnson who take care of this. Braden is not with me this week, as he's got some, of course, Halloween festivities to undergo. And myself, I don't. I just I'm doing a computers course, and I just got my first test back today, and I got 100%. So, patting myself on the back like Barry Horowitz. If anybody knows that reference, call in and maybe I'll give you a prize. I do actually have a giveaway to give away this hour. It's free, just a phone call to 519-837-2378. That's 837-CFRU. I'm actually going to give away the album that I'm going to be playing today. It came out, I believe, in 2005. I'd have to ask the artist to refresh my memory, but it's a Halloween album done in the style of Billy Van's Hilarious House of Frightenstein. I enjoyed this album so much that I play it every Halloween. Lots of fun, lots of political stuff, lots of comedy. It's a concept album, and this artist, I think, did a pretty good job. This artist is known as MacVandal, and he was a local talent, not really performing shows too much, but he was doing a lot of, dropping a lot of music, a lot of albums, and, not in comparison to, like, someone like Noah 23 who put over, like, 50 albums out. I highly recommend anybody who's a hip-hop enthusiast in town, even if you don't know the guy because you are new to town or something, check out Noah 23. Incredible lyricist. He's probably the best lyricist in the country, but of course, he doesn't get that kind of recognition. In any case, should I get into it, or I'm going to give out the phone number and the email address once again. It's 519-837-2378, and if you can call in and you can guess this artist's true identity, then you get the album for free. All right. So, and also, if you want to contact myself or Braden, it's bryancfru@gmail.com. We'll get together, do an interview, take care of you, promote you for free. I also want to send a shout out to musiclives.ca. Aaron Dale and the boys are over there taking care of business. Got lots of awesome things going on. Like tonight, Paul McLeod on musiclives.ca is 2 sets with local musician Paul McLeod, $2 drinks before midnight. Name That Tune is up on, would that be Wednesdays? November 2nd. Name That Tune trivia at the Jimmy Jazz. Jason Collett. Fortnite presents Jason Collett of Broken Social Scene, fame with special guests Donovan Woods and Chris Velan. Tickets are $14 in advance at Ticket Pro or the Cornerstone, $15 at the door. And moving on here, Fareed is not dead yet. Come celebrate Fareed's birthday with Guelph bands, the Humanzees, Your Neck of the Woods, and Harlan Pepper. 19 plus, 10 p.m., no cover. And that is... that's at the Jimmy Jazz. How you like that? Fourth item on the featured events is M. Greiner. Sarnia native M. Greiner is touring in support of her recent release, Northern Gospel, with special guest Colleen Brown. 7:30 p.m., $12 in advance, $15 at the door. That's at Van Gogh's Ear. Punk Show, In the Ward, Toronto bands Go Die Scum and Sophista, I don't think I'm allowed to say that, with Guelph bands The Nasties and Noise on Noise, all ages, 7 p.m., $5 at the door. That's also on November 2nd, and that's at the Ward Skate Park. I guess that's at Victoria and York Road. 6th. Run with the Kittens. That's on November 4th. My favorite band, awesome bunch of guys. I've interviewed them twice. on this show. You can check it out in the archives. It's a brand new website at www.cfru.ca. And find it, check it out, get used to it, because it's not going anywhere. All right, so how about this? I get into I'm going to get right into this album now. It's 10 minutes after 6 or so. And here's a full album from beginning to end on 93.3 CFRU.
Hello, a gruesome time indeed. Ghostly ghouls have spread their seed. So close your eyes and you will find that you've begun to feel terrified. Perhaps the Count will find a way to make his monster work today. For if he solves this monster mania, he can then leave this Stansylvania. Welcome where the harm machine blasts the sun to the ring of God, guns, oil, and rum.
Pennsylvania. The werewolves and bats will always maim ya. Aristocrats will often claim ya as we go stumbling through. What have I told you? Never harmonize with the cow.
I'm so sorry, mister.
I'll welcome you to my decrepit home. My slave has never heard of words like cleaning soap. I am the Count from a long line of royal blood, infanticide, genocide, and slinging mad. By the sign of the three-toed sloth, my duty is to represent the bonesman with a toothy grin. Look out, Western world, I'm moving in. I'll rule again as soon as Brucey rise again. I pledge by the sign of the Hyksos Kings to keep the foolish confused, the power in the ring. To do my duty and pay allegiance to the queen when my media monster is complete. Since a hopeless Dracula to fight the Ottomans, I've been a black-hearted, money-hungry, bloodthirsty terror man. I want the world, I'm not looking for a caravan. Western scum, I invented Taliban. President of Super Adventures Club. I will control the weak with my word of God. Little do they know it's guns, oil, and drugs. That guy Dick Cheney wants my job. Igor, how will I ever blow him up? How many times have I told you not to interrupt, you fat simpleton? Your face reminds me of two girls with one cup. I pledge by the sign of the Hyksos Kings to keep the foolish confused and the power in the ring. To do my duty and pay allegiance to the queen when my media monster is complete. Since a Pope-blessed Dracula to fight the Ottomans, I've been a black-hearted, money-hungry, bloodthirsty terror man. I invented alcohol regulations for the government. Prohibition was a process of enslaving man. As sweet as baklava. My cousin has control of Canada to Panama. Caesarean blah. Jesus rah. I profit off a Rockefeller drug agenda. We send slaves into war and gain the residuals. The citizens can protest, got like cake and I eat it too. We manipulate to dominate, you live in a fantasy. Dispensable income comes to me without necessity. Break it down, I pledge by the sign of the Hyksos Kings to keep the foolish confused and the power in the ring. To do my duty and pay allegiance to the queen when my media monster is complete. Since a Pope blessed Dracula to fight the Ottomans, I've been a black-hearted, money-hungry, bloodthirsty terror man. We microchip man, we got you looking for Bin Laden in the hills of Pakistan. Miss, what happened to the flowers? I was going to plant them outside. Did you kill them again? Well, there you have it, Igor. You have no time for such thing. Now fetch me my laundry. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
93.3
Better get the laundry started in the tower or Master will get upset. He always gets blood on everything. It's so hard for me to get it out. Oy, oy, oy. So many scary sounds, things that chases me out here. What was that? Oy, oy, oy. Work, run, hide, scream. The life of a slave bug-eyed with no sleep. Something's gonna get me, information scares me. The count laughs at me and calls me a sheep. He doesn't pay me much and I don't get lunches. If I miss a day at work, they'll chain me up in the dungeon. I don't get healthcare, my friends degrade me. Oh, and I'm not allowed to have a lady. Okie dokie, Igor's here. No time to waste, Igor's got a career. If I get caught staring at the witch Griselda, the count kicks into Igor's rear. Plus I started to tear. Doing laundry, bugs jump out of Griselda's brassiere. 24/7 fear, I'll die a virgin or go nuts like Britney Spears. This is my favorite song, I sing along while I'm running out on the lawn. If I die while awake, hope I'm not asleep, I wake up. Sucks being me. I can't kill myself, I'll burn in hell. But the holy books are lies in force to sell. If I ever escape and I run away, I'll spread fear through democracy. Man, it's foggy everywhere, even in my underwear. I got no grey matter cause I've been beaten by the prof for being weak for years. I ain't slept in weeks, and a new pet I get my roommate eats. The count kills my fresh flowers every morning. If this means war, I'll remain a coward. Work, run, hide, scream. The life of a slave, bug-eyed with no sleep. Something's gonna get me, information scares me. The count laughs at me, it calls me a sheep. He doesn't pay me much and I don't get lunches. If I miss a day at work, it chain me up in the dungeon. I don't get healthcare if my friends degrade me. Wolfman, give me some drugs, let me go crazy. Yes, that's it. Let me rave and drown out wide.
Terrorists are so-called mad because we have so many liberties that some people abuse many of them. But since the war on terror, the Western government has been taking away Westerners' liberties and freedoms. So the terrorists have nothing to be mad about, right? Meh. Lunchtime!
Look everybody! Look what time it is! Dr. Petvet is here with a pet for me. Let's see what he teaches us about today.
Yes, hello Igor, I'm here for your lesson. Even though you're a sheep, I still come over because the count pays me.
All you have to fear is fear itself. All I need is my best friend and no one else. And if my best friend is all covered up with fur, they have my back without a worry or a word. 1,000 years ago, man and beast were one, fighting in the dark of night or under sun. We share the hunt and the battle glory too, so love your pet just like you love you.
Okay, the first pet, Igor, is the domesticated ferret. A fine furry friend and most folk will fear it. There's nothing to be afraid of, this one won't bite. Like any good dog, this weasel's been trained right. They eat food that you can buy at the pet store. They sleep 16 hours a day or more. Weasels are some of the most ferocious creatures on earth, but this guy's adorable, and though stinky, worth it.
All you have to fear is fear itself. All I need is my best friend and no one else. And if my best friend is all covered up with fur, they have my back without a worry or a word. 1,000 years ago, man and beast were one, fighting in the dark of night or under sun. We share the hunt and the battle glory too, so love your pet just like you love you.
Okay, the second pet, Igor, is called the television. Fun from horror movies to celebration. From blood and gore to pornographic action, to soaps and war to fake acts of passion. It curbs societies and cultures like an idol. It separates ugly from attractive people for you. It will never bore you. If you buy it a companion for outside and nest it on your roof, it's called the satellite.
All you have to fear is fear itself. All I need is my best friend and no one else. And if my best friend is all covered up with fur, they have my back without a worry or a word. 1,000 years ago, man and beast were one, fighting in the dark of night or under sun. We share the hunt and the battle glory too, so love your pet just like you love you.
Oh, Dr. Petvet, this pet is so wonderful. Let me see if the sloth will let me keep the ferret to the television. Doctor, the sloth never let me keep
He's a terrible roommate. I'm so sad today. I'm going to see my friend the Oracle in the desert. I am so tired. Walking in this desert. Where is the Oracle's house? What is that sound?
Igor! What are you doing? Come inside before you get shot by the helicopters. Come, yes. Step inside and I will get you some water. Yes, relax, old friend. Would you like a tarot reading? Okay, first card, the Druidic Bard. This means one day you will write to save the world. Next we have the Swiss Vatican Guard. This means you are protected, but to say by whom is hard. Next, the Stone of Scone. Jacobert's pillow sits beneath the Queen's throne. These mean you are a writer who's protected by the Queen. Now let us peer into the crystal ball, find out what you see. Your eyes look like kaleidoscopes, are spinning in a gyroscope. Little do you know the universe is an isotope. We have the neutrons changing our atomic mass. The solar system is an atom on a scale so vast. Look to the stars for they influence your every move. Not just the chemtrails they use to influence your mood. Shorten life to push the drug agenda you see. Water engines make the price of water soar exponentially. Plastic ball, I keep on breaking them. I'm so clumsy, like the feds break province laws every day. Anyway, you were born a Pisces from the age of Pisces. This means you are deep-thinking Dionysus. You heal minds with your heart and heal hearts with your mind. I think this crystal ball is broken. This can't be right. I mean, Igor, you are a truly stupid being. What the evidence shows is that you will be a king. Your eyes look like kaleidoscopes, we're spinning in a gyroscope. Little do you know the universe is an isotope. We have the neutrons changing our atomic mass. The solar system is an atom on a scale so vast. Look to the stars for they influence your every move. Not just the chemtrails they use to influence your mood. Shorten lives to push the drug agenda you see. Water engines make the price of water soar exponentially. Each galaxy which the sun passes through has different aliens bombarding our DNA with information, so it changes us to suit the characters of the influencing energy. Aliens have been friends with shamans for a long time, and that is why the Ring of Power tries to eradicate the planet. In the beginning, there were 12 gods. Since they came to lay influence equally, there has been a bloodline of humans intent on controlling the masses and profiting off every possible angle mind could ever devise. Destruction of a human, rehabilitation of a human, and death of a human. These people are sacrificially born on a specific day that does not relate to our current calendar. This bloodline holds secrets like how to use the 12 dimensions that we as beings possess. They have perfected it, and some of us are born with natural abilities to decode the thoughts as they fly through our matrix. All they want is the born children more powerful than themselves by intermarrying with controllers of society. There are many stones in the Ring of Power. There have been galactic wars for ages, each of them 2,000 years times 12. That is how long it takes for the sun to pass through the different constellations. We are approaching a time to control the Aquarian influence. Many bad things lay ahead for the globe we call home. December 12, 2012, our solar system's axis will be perpendicular to the galaxy's axis. As the Earth passes through the outer part of the rotation and the moon swings around, the magnetic... Cool it. Phew! Oracle, I am going home. You are one crazy bastard.
Well then, Igor, it's time for bedtime. I'm here to read over to control your mind frame. I speak mantras and only tell you some stuff. Manipulate your thoughts like a Nazi test drug. The truth is, Igor, you are a slave. The media, the markets, in a first-class plane. Your distraction comes wrapped in a big red bowl. Keep your eyes to the ground and your head hung low. Welcome, boys and ghouls, I am the librarian. I play with your minds like a mental barbarian. Ring of rosies, a pocket full of posies. Achoo, we all fall down. Sounds innocent, didn't it? You don't know what it's about, eh? 70 score dead people dead by the thousands. How can you sleep along with the sheep? I just make it quantum and introduce what the bleep. Well then, Igor, it's time for bedtime. I'm here to read over to contort your mind frame. I speak mantras and only tell you some stuff. Manipulate your thoughts like a Nazi test drug. The truth is, Igor, you are a slave. The media, the markets, in a first-class plane. Your distraction comes wrapped in a big red bowl. Keep your eyes to the ground and your head hung low. Solomon Grundy, born on Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. This is the end of Solomon Grundy. You are looked upon as a Solomon country, a microchip life that's planned for dummies. This is why the Ring of Power is so hungry. Well then, Igor, it's time for bedtime. I'm here to read over to contort your mind frame. I speak mantras and only tell you some stuff. Manipulate your thoughts like a Nazi test drug. The truth is, Igor, you are a slave. The media, the markets, in a first-class plane. Your distraction comes wrapped in a big red bow. Keep your eyes to the ground and your head hung low. George Bush came fiddling out of his barn with a pair of big lies tucked under his arm. He could sing nothing but fiddle-dee-dee. I'm altering genetics of bumblebees. A five-eyed cat, two-headed mouse. We'll plan 9/11 on our tallest house. You don't have to be a count to figure that one out. Muhammad Ali could have got it like a 12-round bout. Well then, Igor, it's time for bedtime. I'm here to read horror to contort your mind frame. I speak mantras and only tell you some stuff. Manipulate your thoughts like a Nazi test drug. The truth is, Igor, you are a slave. The media, the markets in a first-class plane. Your distraction comes wrapped in a big red bow. Keep your eyes to the ground and your head hung low.
Okay, I'm here on time. Sorry, class. Sorry, professor. Sorry about that. Pardon me. Please don't hit me.
Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see.
Okay, children, it is now time to learn about the 12th planet in our solar system, the planet X, no doubt. In other words, Nibiru, as professed by the Sumerians, inhabited by alien life forms whom created man. Humans were created to harvest gold to support the atmosphere, or at least that's what the ancient religion would declare. One of their solar cycles takes 3,600 years. It's elliptic and thus crosses paths with planets rather near. It's been hypothesized that Earth will be affected, and is the explanation of the great floods and arcs are recommended. It could mean our spin will stop for 3 days as it passes. The media controllers keep you stupid to these facts, kid. Societal collapse is expected and the week will be through if the masses were educated and in belief of the truth. You may ask, am I a weak or profound man? The lesson is, children, consider moving to the mountains.
Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see.
In 72, a man named William Cooper went public with his knowledge. A naval officer connected and respected was polished. He named off incidents and documents and people involved in the cover-up of alien life forms found around the globe. He had a nightly shortwave radio program, The Hour of Our Time, where he exposed international plots which disgrace humankind. Governments dumb you down so you can't handle the truth. Then they drop the passing grade, distracted and confused. Bill Cooper knew the truth about 9/11 when it happened, so they gunned him down unarmed on his front lawn, cold fashion. Less than 2 weeks after the biggest false flag of a generation. Remember Zeitgeist, Loose Change, and the Corporation. Download Bill's speech, download his programs. Behold, a pale horse will be on the exam. Next unit is Ted Gunderson and his fight against the hierarchy, the ring of power and pedophilia. Forget your library.
Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see. Be not afraid, those who hear, and be less afraid, those who see.
You may ask, but don't we elect people who want best for us? The top 5% matters, children, not the rest of us. All your ballots are is an elaborate sham to make you think you have rights. It is part of the plan. They want to give you something, dumb you down, then take it away. Mold consumers out of conscious groups in the community. CSIS has had the right to enter your home when you're not there for 20 years, and we're worried for freedoms of which we're not aware. While the media distracts us with liberal garbage and fear, the intellectual class awakens and the knowledgeable persevere. That's you if you choose to research it for yourselves. What is it that you know about the House of Guelph? The Committee of 300 Families and the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Warburgs, and apartheid. The homework for tonight, Alaskan Heart Machine, and I will have your test scores from the Masonic Walt Disney.
Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Be not afraid.
I think I just pooped my pants. I need to study. I am the Wolf Man. Oh yeah. Hey, what can I say?
Which way do you get paid? This is a Wolfman, and can I get you fine furry folk to howl out for my main man, Governor Spitzer? Ow! Thanks for taking out the top law dog in New York. You. Alright, we gotta do our time. And the time would be now. Okay, let's take some requests. Hello? Yeah. Sure. You got that new cut. Fresh out of the garden, babe. You got it. Alright, we're gonna get into some songs by Pan Roxy. And the first one will be called Sheep. Okay, TCB, time to take care of business. Hold on to your wrinkles.
You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. I'm gonna shepherd the hell out of you ever loving children.
Waiting, dying, sleeping, dying, scared to dying. Terror minds are terrorizing like a guillotine shining high.
You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep.
TV's lying, inside crying, outside violent and confused man striving, deaf man smiling, police eyeing. The world is dying in a pool of pusillanimous waste. What fighting for? Lord of the Flies War, heart with firearms, what do you fight for? Lie! Lie!
You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep.
Waiting, dying, sleeping, dying, scared to dying. Terror minds are terrorizing like a nuclear bomb on your hometown.
You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep. You're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep, you're a foolish sheep.
Got inside me now and into the sunshine. For best help, I pray to myself because a new time will be an element to where you dwell. So update your mind. Religion had me blind. No more got inside me now and into the sunshine. For best help, I pray to myself because a new time will be an element to where you dwell.
Ooga booga, which means it's Zadie's zoo time.
culture references, whatever rows your boat, sucking corporate penises, whatever coats your throat, whatever keeps afloat, your homeostasis, repeating everyone else looking for acceptance. Alright, ooga booga, and how do you do? Moana Clyde Batty at your service, it's true. Welcome to the program where I like to unfold the pop culture world, the deceit and the bird calls. For example, who can tell me if this is correct or not? Alrighty now, ready? Ahem. That's hot! Not too bad, ain't not too shabby if I say so. That's right, kids, Parisburg from Lesser Hilton. I'll set up the projectors, a video clip. Here we have the North American citizen. I love this one as a female with very few talents. See, she wears makeup but isn't yet chemically imbalanced. Isn't she a beaut? Intolerable by the age of 23. The media distracts them from the facts of the telly. She's self-righteous and informed and a wannabe. She's a single mom looking for a place to be happening. Pop culture references, whatever rows your boat, sucking corporate penises, whatever coats your throat, whatever keeps afloat, your homeostasis, repeating everyone else looking for acceptance. Pop culture sing along to nothingness, all about the money, not spreading the messages. Your pops, a distraction for the corporate world, a vehicle of slavery for guns, oil, and drugs. Alright children, we have a scary one up next. Here we have the North American hip-hop head. Notice his traditional slavery garb, baggy clothes with a label, still looking hard. Wow, this one's what they call a gangster. Just look at his face and the angst that he's portraying. Here's a funny bird call, it makes no sense at all. Let's see if I can get it right. Act like it out! Moving right along, we got the Christian unreligious. They still fear a God, but there's no faith that they practice. Slaves to a society outlawing the passage of knowledge. Here's something you might hear from them. Jesus, amen! And then of course we have the condescending Christian. Another self-righteous type of undereducated simpleton. He's a Republican. It could be what they call a political leader. This animal call sounds something like blasphemer. Pop culture references, whatever rows your boat, sucking corporate penises, whatever coats your throat, whatever keeps afloat, your homeostasis, repeating everyone else looking for acceptance. Pop culture sing along to nothingness, all about the money and not spreading the messages. Your pops, a distraction to the corporate world, a vehicle of slavery for guns, oil, and drugs.
And as we say when we're closing up our zany dupes today, ooga booga, which means don't ever mess around with someone you shouldn't be messing around with if you want happiness to be your kind of street to walk on whenever it's light outside. Alright, see you later then. See you bye. Alright mates, all film the tank, here we go. Off you go lads, done.
You must tell me about what is going on here. Why am I servant? Can I leave? I am afraid. It is to look inside oneself to distinguish your happiness. What? I am the great confuser, the writer of speeches. The people mean nothing. We all pledge allegiance to the Queen. Not you citizens, you are sheep in our eyes, with a price tag on your face, whether you live or die. Maharishi, please help me. I need the truth. Man who pees on the heart machine receives shocking news. If Squirrel went up Belinda Stronach nags, it find no nuts. If McCain lets Pollen on top, he is screwing up. Marcel Dion dropped watch in toilet and had shitty time. PM who fights wife all day gets no peace at night. Come on, please, I don't know who to believe. Harper go to bed with itchy ass, wake up with stinky policies. I am the great confuser, the writer of speeches. The people mean nothing. We all pledge allegiance to the Queen. Not you citizens, you are sheep in our eyes, with a price tag on your face, whether you live or die. I don't know, a proof is a proof. What kind of a proof? It's a proof. A proof is a proof. When you have a good proof, it's cause it's proven. Stop with lying, stop with this game you put me through. Stop with trying to make me confused so I believe you. Igor, you were given to the Count as a child for protection from invaders. The Count took his hostage and left the province to the raiders. The only thing that keeps you here is your paralyzing fear, to which you've become addicted. Learn to persevere. I am the great confuser, the writer of speeches. The people mean nothing. We all pledge allegiance to the Queen. Not you citizens, you are sheep in our eyes, with a price tag on your face, whether you live or die. We are all pure and divine creatures, unique in our own way. We are everything that has existed in this part of the Milky Way. There is no babysitter in the sky who watches our every move. Get in touch with the powers of the mind. Your lord is you. The petrodollar is the reason for global warming. The corporations want the North Pole to melt for oil farming. They trick you into separating colored garbage bags, and we still burn our garbage over the border in the States. I am the great confuser, the writer of speeches. The people mean nothing. We all pledge allegiance to the Queen. Not you citizens, you are sheep in our eyes, with a price tag on your face.
I am the great confuser who write to us speeches. The people mean nothing. We all pledge allegiance to the Queen. Not you citizens, you are sheep in our eyes, with a price tag on your face, whether you live or die. That's it. I'm leaving this place. I'm going to get the last meal from Griselda the Gourmet and go. Brainwash water, taxes, Batman 2, Adam to the potion, stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Take your liberties while you're waiting for the poker room. Ooh, my witch's brew, what's it gonna do to you? What'll happen to your genetic code in a kid or two? The lid of my Valium, Prozac 2. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Aesthetics corporations don't test on animals. They kill working people in the third world with hazardous chemicals. Toxic makeup got 15-year-olds looking like barn owls. Kathy Lee Gifford, eat your heart out. Religion destroys your mind and the knowledgeable target you. Priests and ministers should get each other to gobble goo. Evangelical criminal spouses keep houses and close mouths. Tammy Faye Baker, eat your heart out. Brainwash water, taxes, Madman 2, Adam to the potion, stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Take your liberties while you're waiting for the poker room. Ooh, my witch's brew, what's it gonna do to you? What'll happen to your genetic code in a kid or two? The lid of my Valium, Prozac 2. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Who is the new leader of China? The leader of China. That's right, he's an evil man who supports terrorists. Jon Stewart, eat your heart out. How can people be so righteous as to collect for them? Charities that put other countries in debt to our government, while pockets get fat like farm cows with growth hormones. Sally Struthers, eat your heart out. Brainwash water, taxes, Madman 2, Adam to the potion, stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Take your liberties while you're waiting for the poker room. Ooh, my witch's brew, what's it gonna do to you? What'll happen to your genetic code in a kid or two? The lid of my Valium, Prozac 2. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Young men from second generation broken homes are slaves to the media for morals and stanky hoes. Slay the Minotaur, into the labyrinth you go, get the yarn out. Medusa, eat your heart out. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look at girls in water. So paparazzi can cause a freaky situation, because the music industry is a ring of prostitution. Amy Winehouse, eat your heart out. Brainwash water, taxes, Madman 2, Adam to the potion, stir them in my witch's brew. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food. Take your liberties while you're waiting for the poker room. Ooh, my witch's brew, what's it gonna do to you? What'll happen to your genetic code in a kid or two? The lid of my Valium, Prozac 2. I got magic. Alice got a smack of food.
Well, goodbye. We'll see you
The castle lights have long grown dim. There's nothing left but burned trees and skin. When next we meet inside your mind, open up your eyes.
one and only true blue.
I scientifically pray for rap, admit it, humble to his craft.
You're one and only true blue.
I try to spread it heading through to the know-it-all you.
You're one and only true blue.
Too many MCs when they ain't people yet.
You're one and only true blue.
Feel time slipping away, word with nothing to say. What you get, what you get. You get all about swagger parlay. We never made. What you get, what you get. Just sweat, it's wrong to tell of the game. Fastest rules have been raised. What you get, what you get.
To set the script of music to implode the ghettos. A million accents sing the same old song. Basic male behavior to establish juice. Things like Master Bruce.
You're one and only true blue.
Kick you ass to wisdom dudes like the mind of William Cooper back in 72.
You're one and only true blue.
The sky's the limit here about quantum physics, but you can't comprehend it.
You're one and only true blue.
Feel time slipping away, words with nothing to say. What you get, what you get. You bet all about swagger parlay. Movie never remade. What you get, what you get. Don't sweat.
A confrontation, the way of the future, like a bullet wound and a surgical suture. Is it cool to sell crack and destroy communities, destroy families and try to play impunity? Like juice's immunity, a terrorist is cool to be. You're playing yourself, bruh, you ain't fooling me. Hip-hop is crack, take it back to rap. If you lack the knack to counteract the richer powers tool you beat. If all you do is rearrange beautifully every other rapper's groove, be my scrutiny.
You're one and only true blue.
Are you being candid? Think all there is to life is your court date remanded.
You're one and only true blue.
You wanna be apprehended on TV, damaged and reprimanded. This beat ain't enough when the ill shit's landed. MacVandal does man it like I'm all up in your mama 2 feet kinda language.
Okay. Yeah. What a fun Halloween time album. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I pull it off the shelf every year or so around this time and have fun with it. It's the first time I've actually played that on the radio. It's kind of funny. Not a single person called in to try and claim the album. Probably because everybody's busy with their Halloween festivities and whatnot, as if they didn't have enough time on the weekend. So yeah, for all the people that are getting ready, doing their Halloween things, I'll say, not a single person called in. Nobody guessed that was me. That was my album. I did that. That was mine. I'm not rapping anymore because it's pointless, but yeah, very politically oriented album. I needed to pay tribute to the late Billy Van, one of Canada's biggest all-time comedians. He also he was even on Charades. He was just huge. So the title tracking for that album, the first song was Vincent's Intro. And you can check out the Hilarious House of Frightenstein intro, and it's very similar. And then the first track or the first song is The Count. The second is Igor. Third is Dr. Pet Vet. Then there's a mosquito skit, I believe. And then the Oracle, the Librarian, the Professor, the Wolfman, Bawana Clyde Batty, Maharishi, which is really interesting because the Beatles in real life were buddy with Guru, and I believe his name was Maharishi, and he was supposed to be, the big spiritual guy, and then he ended up getting kicked out of the group because of apparently molesting a woman. Moving on, Griselda the Gourmet. That's my favorite. That was my favorite character to do off the album. And then Vincent's Outro. Again, it applies to the original tune or show, Hilarious House of Frightenstein, and then there was a bonus track on the album called "Does This Apply to You?" A few things, a few notes about the album is one of the beats was actually made from a Lorena McKennitt song. Lorena McKennitt is incredible. I was lucky enough to see her at Hillside a couple years ago. Just incredible, phenomenal, blew me away. The cuts and scratches were done by DJ DMS of the Word People. He also used to run Baseline Studios. And I believe he still does Saturday nights at the Albion. It's a funk night. So much fun. Highly recommend you guys check that out, too. The Igor song was done in the style of an Obi Trice song. And of course, I want to say, everybody's got to give love to the late Vincent Price. I mean, his voice is just incredible. It's unmistakable. And anybody who was lucky enough and old enough to have listened and watched Hilarious House of Frightenstein definitely got a good chuckle out of Vincent Price every day. And I believe the show is actually still on Teletoon. But you'll have to let me know if I'm right or wrong. And of course, Billy Van. And in the last song, there was a dig at Amy Winehouse, and unfortunately, she's passed recently. The poor thing. I've done a lot of research into that. But all right, so that's that. It is 6:51, almost 6:52. What do I got to do here? Well, in the light that there's going to be a band coming on November 25th. And this band is a Canadian band. And they're going to be performing right here at the Brass Taps. Is that what it's called? It's been so long since I've been there that I don't remember. But, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to remember who this is. And I'm just going to play a song, and if you can guess who it is, then you can have the album for free. Not this album, obviously, but the one that I played for 37 minutes or so. So, if you can guess who this is, call in, win a free album at 519-837-2378. That's 519-837-CFRU. And this is 93.3 CFRU, Community and Campus Radio in Guelph, Ontario. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go get drunk.
Raise your voice and show your support. In keeping with our station's mandate to provide a creative outlet for voices you don't hear in mainstream media, the goal of this year's funding drive is to raise $20,000 to make our production studio accessible for volunteers.